Hello, my beautiful friends of the internet. Today, we are driving to Madison, Wisconsin for Nationals, which is a 4-hour drive. Help me. But right now, we're accomplishing the worst part of Nationals. Are you ready for it? Packing.
2 hours later.
Oh, my hair looks so bad. We're getting in the car now. I don't want to film in the car because I have social anxiety and I don't like filming in front of my parents. And we'll see you in Wisconsin. And we're gonna look like crazy people because we brought way too much stuff. Yes, I did forget to film. Anyways, this is day 1 of Nationals, but I'm not competing today. Only my sister is, so we're only going to the venue. I'm only going to the venue so I can watch my sister to compete. And I'm going to get a ride from one of my friends. And yes, I did wake up at 10. I did sleep in because it's summer.
12 o'clock midnight.
Surprise, surprise, I forgot to film again. But literally all I did today was watch my sister compete and play Animal Crossing. That's literally all I did today. But tomorrow I actually compete, so see you there. Bye. Yes, I'm fully aware that there is no intro for day 2. I forgot. Yes, I am being a very terrible YouTuber. BTW, if this audio is really bad, sorry, I got a new phone and now my mic doesn't work. Anyways, while I'm getting ready, I'm going to do a voiceover explaining what my sport is because in this video, it is like 7 in the morning and I was getting ready and I didn't want to do like a video because my mom's in the room, so voiceover it is. First thing you got to understand my sport. There are some abbreviations. There is TTD, which stands for Tumbling, Trampoline, and Double Mini, and TNT, which stands for Trampoline and Tumbling. There's also like a couple other abbreviations like Tumbling. That's like the most used abbreviation in my point. But I'm really the only one that uses TTD. It's because I think it's kind of stupid leaving Double Mini out of Tumbling and Trampoline because there's 3 instead of 2. It's stupid. Second thing you gotta understand is, and I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, TNT is not, I repeat, is not the same thing as gymnastics. Everybody says it is, but it's not. It really is not the same thing as gymnastics. What are the differences, you may ask? One of the differences is the actual, events we do. So tumbling does tumbling, trampoline, double mini, and single mini. And gymnastics does beam, floor, vault, and bars. I think that's it. I don't really keep up with gymnastics. And second thing is gymnastics competitions run very differently than tumbling competitions. One of them is awards. Usually gymnastics does awards at the very end. They do all of the events, they do everything, and then they do awards. But for tumbling, we do awards right after you go. So right after you go to awards and they give you a award, not waiting for anybody else. Another thing that's different in gymnastics and tumbling competitions is gymnastics, you go out as a level or as a team. I don't know. You go out in groups. I'm not very educated on gymnastics, so beg my pardon if I'm wrong. Do not quote me on anything I say about gymnastics because I do not know very much. You go out as a team or as a level, but for tumbling, it's kind of like a single sport until you get to state and internationals, which I'll explain later. Now, back into actual tumbling, because I have explained that gymnastics is different than tumbling, so nobody better be in the comments being like, oh, they're the same thing. They're not the same thing. They're under the same category. They're not the same thing. Okay, next thing is the organizations. And the organizations are USTA, which is the nationals for this vlog. That's where I'm competing now. USAG, which everybody hates. You should hate USAG with me. And then AAU. And what are the difference between them? USAG, everybody sucks. It sucks. Nobody should like it. I'll explain it in a second. And AIU and USTA are pretty much the same, except AAU does single mini. It's the only organization that does single mini. And it's kind of just like a cut up version of Double Mini, if that makes sense. I'll explain the actual things in a second. Then USAG, everybody hates USAG. The rules are stupid, everything's stupid, so I'm just not gonna spend time on it because USAG sucks. USTA is the best, and AAU is okay. I just really bad at single mini, so I prefer not to do it. Next are the events, which is trampoline, tumbling / floor, and double mini and single mini. Sorry, I stuttered there. Tumbling is a giant rod floor. If you've ever seen those roll-up blue mats, I'll put a picture. They're kind of just on top of that with like a metal bar. And then on the end, on the start of it, there's a runway. And at the end of it, there's a mat. And then most of the time, you'll do a round off, back handspring, back handspring, back handspring, back handspring, whip, something, just some pass. And you go and you salute. And there's 2 passes. Really depends on your level. And then the other kind of floor thing is you just do that blue mat on the floor, which is only meant for the first 2 levels, which is beginner and novice, right? No, beginner and sub-beginner. I don't know. Whichever ones are back bends and rolls. I skip back bends, so I don't really know. Then, next thing is tramp, which is literally exactly as it sounds, except it's not like your backyard kind of trampoline. It's literally just a big white trampoline with an X in the middle. That's a trampoline, and you do a pass, and that's how it goes. And then, double mini is the thing I get the most questions on. How I like to explain it, it's like a trampoline cut in half, and you take the front piece of the trampoline, and you angle it, and then you squish it down to a smaller size, stick it on the floor, and put a runway at the end. That's a double mini for you. I also like to call it the tumbling version of vault. So it's basically you run, you jump, you flip, or you run, flip, jump. It really doesn't matter. I'll show a video of me doing double mini if that helps. Then the last event is single mini. And if you know what double mini is, which you already know, you literally just take a double mini, cut it in half, and shrink it down. That's a single mini. And it only goes up to a few levels because Elite can't do single mini. Like, you can't do a double off the back on a single mini. You'll probably break it. Those are the events for you. One of the last things is how competitions work. Basically, during the year, each gym from your state that does USTA, because that's what my gym does, USTA, each gym hosts a meet. Each meet we go to, and to qualify for state, you have to go to at least 3 competitions. Then once you get to state, you have to be top 15, I think it's 15. You have to be top 15 to qualify for nationals. Then once you're at nationals, this is where the team part of the sport comes in. Usually for state and nationals, for any competition, you'll be on your own and you'll do your own event. But then the score you get during state and nationals, the score you get will go up combined with all the other scores from your other teams. So every teammate will have a score for double mini. And you'll get that score, you'll combine them all, and that's your total score to get a poster for that year. So last year, or a couple years, some years, we get posters, and it's first, second, and third for double mini, tramp, and floor. And whoever has the highest points get first, basically. And they do that for nationals and state. And then, so like you're first in the state, but you're like third in nationals, if that makes sense. Then at nationals and state, there's kind of like individual awards, like scholarships and things like that. I know other sports have that. Now I'm going to cut to the original audio of this video. Savannah Banana?
Don't even.
What?
We had an opportunity to get Savannah Banana tickets, and no one in our family took me up on it.
You didn't tell me we had any. Bro.
I can yell at your dad.
You told me we had some. I would have said yes.
It was like 6 months ago that we had to do it. Did you know 6 months ago?
No, I didn't know anything.
I mean, did you know about the Savannah Banana?
Yes.
I should have just bought the tickets. Your dad is the worst. He never ever wants to do anything.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yes, you heard that right. My dad got Savannah Banana tickets, didn't tell me, and then sold them without asking me. Bro, I literally crashed out over this. I was so mad. It's not even funny how mad I was. Of course I knew who they were, bro.
this gon' make a man. Break that back, then we make a film on cam. Shake that ass, baby, show them that you bad. Freaked out, show them that you freaked out. Freaked out, I can tell you freaked out. Freaked out, show them that you freaked out. Freaked out, I can tell you freaked out. Lots from the front, shawty make it clap. She's so fucking bad, make her ex so mad.
Okay, so we're back from trampoline. I got third. It's great. And now I'm gonna go swim. Till 4. Yes, I'm obsessed. And no, you cannot say anything about it. My face is really greasy. We're back. Oh, my mascara is so bad. We're back. And I'm tired. And I'll explain everything tomorrow. But I'm going to bed now. Bye. Another day without an intro and another audio voice over. God, I can't speak today either. So basically yesterday I didn't really explain that I was going to trampoline. I didn't really explain that. Also, I don't do tumbling, so this is my last day competing here. This is day 3 and I'm doing double mini. And if you're wondering why I was there so long, if I only did these 2 days, well, my sister had to compete. So that's why I was there so long. And also, yesterday, I only did trampoline. I played a lot of Animal Crossing. And then afterwards, me and my team went go, boat places. I didn't get any footage of that. So I'll put some photos after this, because I did take a lot of photos, because we didn't go to the boats, because it was too windy. So we just went to a restaurant, and we had fun there. And that's literally all we did. So I'll put photos after this, but yeah, that's all I did. Anyways, this is me getting ready for double mini. We'll see you when I'm double mini.
Let me show you how to move, let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming last. Fuck your man, you know this gon' make a man. Break that back, then we make a film on cam. Shake that ass, baby, show them that you bad. Freaked out, show them that you freaked out. Freaked out, I can tell you freaked out. Freaked out, show them that you freaked out. Freaked out, I can tell you freaked out. Lots from the front, shawty make it clap. She's so fucking bad, make her ex so mad. Lots from the front, shawty make it clap. She's so fucking bad, make her ex so mad. Hey,
Editing Nora here. Yes, I am filming an outro. Yes, because I forgot it. And we're not judging. This video, I was so bad at filming this video, I don't even know why. Anyways, that was my national vlog. After that last clip, I was only there for 2 extra days to watch Audrey, and all I did was play Animal Crossing. So, also let me know if you want me to start a gaming channel. I kind of want to. Anyways, that is my nationals vlog. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.